Good morning. Welcome to Sun Up on 7. Thank you for joining us. If you missed on our first conversation, we had human rights activist Caleb Orozco here on set as he shared his comments about the new portfolio that was created in cabinet as regards to religious affairs. So basically, it was good. It was a good conversation because we have civil society engaged in ensuring that everybody is included in every decision that the government is making. So they're ensuring accountability, but also ensuring that everybody wins. That's how is our government's logo. So if you missed on that conversation, you can go back and rewatch the Facebook Live, or you can go on our YouTube page to not miss on anything that was said by Caleb. And now we're jumping into a different conversation. Now we're talking about art. And here with us, we have Yaoling Lee, and she's gonna be showing us about her very cool art that she's doing. It was interesting to hear that everything that she's doing, most of the art is live. So either she's like right there on the landscape painting, or if you're doing a portrait, the person is right there and she's just doing it. It kind of reminds me of Titanic.
I love that.
But yeah, so welcome. Let's have this conversation. Yaoling, thank you very much for joining us here on Sun Up on 7. How are you feeling this morning?
Very good. A little chilly this morning, though.
Yeah,
Well, aren't you just loving the chilly weather? But you can put your jacket. I love how she has a color, like pop it. Like,
Yeah.
it's a good vibe. We're so thankful, like Kevin said, to have you here and also to talk about art. I think that's one of my favorite topics to talk about, being able to express yourself through whether it be paintings, pictures, whatever it is. It's just a beautiful way in which people can be able to connect with others.
Yeah.
And so we can clearly see that you do this. And so just a little background so people can know a little bit more about you. How long have you been doing art and why did you get into art?
I have 3 children. The youngest is on the first year of sixth form already.
Wow.
So, I love drawing and do things when I was little. So naturally, I went to art school in Taiwan. I'm from Taiwan, but I've been here for more than 20 years.
Wow.
So I went to art school, and then I spent several years in Spain and France as well, and doing doing the arts and painting and everything. As I mentioned earlier, I have 3 kids. Usually I focus on that's a matter of choice, which I chose to marry and have kids. Then I put my kids on priority.
Yeah.
And so I stopped painting, doing my things for more than 10 years. And I just start over. I might say come back. Well, I think for people, especially for women who has children, stay-at-home mom, I think we need to find ourselves.
Yeah.
So I started, my kids are older now, so I can spend more time for myself.
For yourself.
Yeah, for myself. So, it's been 6 years that I come back and really focus on my work. And I'm glad that it's not easy, but I really enjoy what I do. Maybe some people can see me painting on the street, on the highway or somewhere. And it's a pretty journey.
I love the fact that you're like, I'm a mom, I have to prioritize my children, but you know what, they're big now, so I can do my thing.
And I have time for myself.
I appreciate that honesty because
yeah.
I'm sure a lot of mothers out there be like, oh, them kids, I can't do what I want now.
When will I have time for myself?
Yeah, but taking control of like, I have my time now, I can like invest my energy in something. And I love the fact that you mentioned too about that on the street painting. So can we go into that now about how do you do your paintings? It's a live demonstration. So can you talk a little bit about that now?
For me, what I enjoy the most is painting from life. Painting means that my subject is in front of me, whether landscape, whether still life, or whether portrait or figure. I just need to see, like I'm talking to you. I prefer in a physical like this instead of virtual because it's so different.
It is.
I can feel your vibration. I can feel your vibe, and then everything's just great. So I need to be inspired in order to do what I do. For example, this one we talk about. This one, this is it's not finished yet, but I really want to share with all of you. It's called Sunset at the Kaha Beach Village.
I can see it.
Yeah.
I can definitely see it.
I'm still adding those. It's almost done, but I'm still adding more in a color I call glazing. So it's kind of layer. So I will add slightly more and to see how it come out. It's a process like an experiment and the way how I feel. Maybe here I have to push a little back, so I add some oil and to push it back. And here I might add something more warm color, so you will bring closer to the viewer. This one, this I call studio painting. It's oil on canvas. I call studio painting because it's not the one I painting on field. The one I go out to paint outside is small, rather small, like 20 by 30 centimeter.
Okay.
So within 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours, I finish the small one on site. So, and then when I go home, usually I take turn to do everything because I love to do all of them. So probably I spend 6 months painting outside every day, like at least 3-4 days a week, and just go out and just painting outside. And so then I have a collection of a small plein air painting I call. Plein air painting is a term, a French term, mean outdoor painting.
Ah, okay.
It's not that you go outside, you painting from a photograph. No, it's that you go outside.
You just watch the scenery.
You paint your environment, you draw your environment.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Okay.
so then I capture the scene on that specific time or location.
Yeah.
And I go home. Then usually I select 1 or 2 or some when I have a large amount of plein air painting. And I use them as a material to do the larger studio painting. And this is one of them.
All right.
So yeah, that's how it come. Yeah.
Okay. You know, I love the fact that you're sharing, you know, different ways in how people can do art, because whenever people think about we're gonna do a painting, they automatically think a studio. So you're here saying I just go out there and I just grab the scene and I just put it on canvas. Is there like anything that brings to you as it regards to being yourself? Like, what do you get from being out there, getting the scene and putting it?
Yeah. Okay. I think I'll just combine your question, the first question, and yours.
Okay.
No
I love doing it because I need it. I don't know, because it soothes me, and I feel great. I feel good. I feel happy when I'm doing it. Although it's really stressful.
Yeah.
Sometimes, most of the time, because I'm very, I criticize my own work, and I'm very. People might say I'm a perfectionist, but not really. I just want to be better and better and better.
Which is great. You know, you're trying to grow and evolve every time.
So it's a way of living. I just love it, and I need it because I just love doing it. But it's not easy. It brings a lot of stress. But I like it because the difficulty give me a sense of challenge.
Yeah.
And I just love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm not comparing myself to someone else or anyone, but I just compare with myself.
Yeah, this is you. This is you and the paint and everything.
Yeah, and I think I can reach that level, certain level, but how? So I need to figure out whether, well, I went to art school, I study, but then I want to be better, so maybe I take workshop.
Yeah.
I did that previously. With someone that I admire very much.
Okay.
That's the way how we can do, you know, to improve in a short period of time, to learn something from someone else, someone good.
Different techniques and different, you know, because learning about outdoor painting and just, I'm thinking that's, like I said, it's something, I wouldn't say taboo, but it's like foreign kind of to us, thinking about just going outside and just paint what you're seeing, you know, that kind of thing. Then we get a picture and like, let's go from there. But I like it, and I'm hoping that some of our young artists, they're like, let me challenge myself to that moving forward. I want to piggyback off the idea of doing the workshop, because we mentioned briefly that you have a workshop that you're going to be featured in from February 11th to February 13th. Could you just tell us briefly about what's happening there?
Yeah, well, before I answer you exactly, I've been doing some workshop before lockdown. Well, everything, I won't say everything stopped, but
a lot of things.
basically...
Slow down a little bit.
Yeah. Before lockdown, I was doing a project. Well, I'm still, it's not finished yet. I had a grant from Niche. I applied a grant and I got it from Niche to do a workshop of, not workshop, a project of 5 solo exhibition with workshops at different House of Culture. The first one at the Belize Museum, and the second one at the Banquita and Orange Walk. And the third one was in Benke. And then the fourth one, the third one, Cise at San Ignacio. And on the opening night, that was lockdown. So not even open to the public, so everything took down. So usually when I'm having exhibition, I do have my work. Oh, this is the image of a workshop at the Museum of Belize, the first one. So this is a portrait of Wilford. Yeah, he is a musician. So I think it's a 2 session usually when I do the portrait. And this is a student from the San Ignacio. Right. Yeah, they have a great art teacher.
So
and
at the workshop that people attend is something similar that they're going to be going through, is it?
Yes, but that one is the one that is going to happen on the 11th to 13th of February. It's a collaboration. I must say I'm a guest artist. And to working with Caroline Carr. Everyone knows her. I haven't met her personally, so I'll get to
experience, right?
Yeah, I haven't met her, so I'll get to know her during this workshop. And I will be doing 1 session. I will do a session of painting. I haven't decided watercolor, drawing, or oil. I haven't decided. I will see.
You still have time. You still have like a month to think about it. But let's jump in talking about your website.
Yes.
So we're saying already that people can see the work quality that you're putting out there. We already gathered that you rather do live painting, so
which
scenic,
is super cool.
or have people there. We can see it through the pictures that we're showing also like on TV. But what about the website? So how can people see your work? What's your website like? Can you walk us through?
Yes, actually, this is my mother for my first, I do sculpture as well, working from life.
Nice.
Yeah, they come to my studio and it's a long journey. It takes up to 1 month to up to 3-4 months. It's much longer than doing the painting. This is my website. It's called Yaoling Lee Fine Art. When you Google, you can just simply type yaolinglee.com and you will find it. And this is the homepage. Then you can Google me also. I have a bio and CV. This is a painting I did at the Belize Harbor in the morning.
Wow.
Beautiful cloud. I really love it. I'm going to do a larger painting like this size later on after when I finish this one. And this is our work. The title Home About Artists, Our Work Exhibition. You can see some pictures from my exhibition, workshop as well, and I have some video. One is the plan there that the Michael Vasquez, he helped me to do the video as well. So there are a lot of content, and my son helped me for the technical work. Otherwise, I won't be able to complete this website. I had this website for probably more than 2 years. This is one thing I think we need to collaborate. We need to work with people.
Yeah.
Like now, I want to promote my work, and you are here.
Yeah.
We need to work together. We have to reach out.
That's
we have
smart
to work
way to
together.
do it because you can't be by yourself. No man is an island. And so it's good, like, you have your son here that understands the techie stuff and knows how to create a video in this kind of form. It's like, hey, boy, come on, let's do this for me. Right? So, but it's great to be able to have partners that you can be able to do that with. That's how you rise as an artist. And other people are rising too as well because they're highlighted because their work is being done too as well.
Yeah, previously, before lockdown, I was also working with some musicians as well. My kids, I love music, jazz. But in Belize, we do more like a classical. My kids, they do piano, violin, and flute, things. So they do. They used to play with the Orchestra of the Belize, Palotti. And so I have been sketching a lot of musicians as well. And before lockdown, I was collaborating with some musicians from Vienna as well. And we had a really great event at the Mexican Institute and with my installation as well. You can see all those artwork from my website. Everything is very clear. And if you have inquiry, you can email me. I do commission. I do, rarely.
Okay.
Yeah, but I do. So, and soon I will add that pour onto my website.
Okay. There you go.
So yeah, this is the one I was painting at the Blue Creek.
I love this
Beautiful
video.
place.
Beautiful place.
Beautiful place.
Refreshing water too.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful
Yeah.
place.
You know, now that I'm seeing you there on that video, I've seen you by the riverside,
Yeah.
going by Ladyville.
It's all coming back to
yeah,
my head.
it's coming. I was like,
oh,
I
wow.
saw you there standing up doing your painting.
That's one of my favorite places to do beside Belize Harbor on the boats. But that one's
calming,
beautiful.
you know, there's a different energy that you get when you're there.
Well, if you ignore the traffic,
Oh, well, I mean,
that's something else.
that's true too as well. But the scenery, I get lost in scenery. I'm one of those people that I can go there and I'm going to watch the sky. I'm going to watch wherever. I'm just going to be like, wow. And I forget everything that's happening behind me or around me.
There's beautiful sunset on that part as well.
Yeah.
So it's truly beautiful. Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you, you've talked about your website. There's a million and one things. I'm hoping people decide to go to your website so they can check out the different array of work that you've done already, the art exhibition, the workshop. There are different videos. You can go and check it out. You know, she does commission, but you know, sometimes it depends on what it is, and also. But I want to ask: it's 2022, and a lot of times, you know, we check. It's the beginning of the year. What is one thing you want to accomplish for this year as an artist?
I really want to complete my project with Niche because I took the money already. I need to fulfill my promise. I'm someone like that.
I love that.
I need to finish it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there's a concern about coronavirus. We don't know what's going on. I was working, scheduling a workshop with a Gaha Beach Village Resort as well, different place for my own workshop. But then I postponed. Everything I just...
it's on hold.
Yeah, because there was another small lockdown and everything. So I think this is a big concern. We need to really pay attention to what's going on because this is a priority. Yeah. Yes, I want to do a lot of things, but I think I need to adjust the recent situation.
I agree.
And I have to go step by step because it's difficult right now to do some big project ahead or planning ahead. I can't do that. It's a special time, so we do things differently. And that is the reason why I put my time to finish my workshop, my website.
Yeah.
It took a lot of time, to upload photos and to organize photos, image that my son, based on my structure I gave him. He built a website for me, use a platform that I pay for.
Okay.
So, but I really want to do is, as I was doing a lot of painting, now I focus more in my studio. You won't see me right now painting on the street or highway because right now I'm working on my studio, inside my studio.
Okay.
So it might take probably, I don't know, maybe 6 months.
Yeah.
Some people, they want to purchase my work, but I told them to hold because what I like to do is usually I don't sell my work right away off easel. I collect my work and I select them, then I do exhibition.
Then you go,
I sell them because that is the process that I needed. Yeah. I'm very stubborn. Some people, they know me. I'm
totally
very
fine. We're working through the kinks in that way, but...
Yaoling, I have a question. So through your workshops, we can see how you motivate and you also coach a lot of people. I see a lot of young people involved in your workshops. So right now, we're going to, as we wrap up this segment, we want to take the opportunity for you to reach out to viewers who are thinking about going into art or artists themselves, you know, in the process of evolving as you.
Or mothers or fathers that, you know, they had children and decide, you know, now do that whole thing, that process that you did too.
But for the artists themselves, what message do you have out there? So if you would share 2 tips with them to say, you know, how to go about engaging in their art or grow as that, what 2 things would you have to tell them?
I think is you don't need to show anyone. The reason why I do what I love to do is because I love it. Yeah. It's not that I want to please you or I want to please you or anyone else. No, I don't care about it. I just love to do what I do. Yeah. And when someone appreciates it, I feel, oh, so nice. So I think back to your question, how I study is that, you know, it's very easy for those young kids or even anyone. You can just grab a piece of paper and pencil. You just sketch and draw what you see. Yeah. You start from it. Yeah. and it will develop. And you need to love it.
That is
you
so
can't
true.
force yourself to do it. You just have to love it. Then you do it. And try to work it from life, because that can train your eyes, your observation. That is very important instead of copying pictures. So you can feel your surrounding. You can measure it by your eyes. This is all the training you need to go higher level.
That is so. I love the idea of loving what you're doing. Guess what?
And you're not pleasing anybody. Yeah.
We're not.
And you're not pleasing anybody.
Yeah, that's great. We were talking about that on the couch talk about not worrying about validation, about loving what you're doing and having that passion. So I think that is something that everybody, not just for artwork, you can take and just piggyback off of that and change your mentality when it comes to walking through this new year and changing how you behave when it comes to, he not like this or she not like, I don't care. I love this, right?
Yes.
So I want to thank you again, Ms. Yaoling, for being here. I'm hoping people decide to go on the website and make sure they check out everything. And remember, love what you do and don't worry about what everyone is. Don't worry about all the comments and the feedback sometimes. Yes, it's nice that they like it, but love that thing that you do and own it, embrace it.
Yeah, do it passionately.
Passionately, yes, with passion. And so I'm about to eat some food with passion, guys. Because we have healthy bits and healthy bits and bites that's gonna be coming on very shortly after this commercial break. Miss Rosado is right here, and I'm looking at her, and I'm remembering the peanut chicken from last time.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to remember because you remember exactly what it was. So please make sure you stay tuned for all the Hungry Belly people. I will eat in your honor. I got your back. And so we'll take a short commercial break, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.